Hey, I'm Meg, an Integrative Healing Practitioner and mom of four, and today we're going to be diving into a really important topic, which is ADHD support without medication. So if you or your child have been struggling with attention, focus, impulsivity, or emotional overwhelm, and you've been told that meds are the only option, I want you to know that that is not the entire story. There are natural ways to support ADHD by working with the body's chemistry and not against it, and it starts with understanding what's really going on underneath the surface. So it's going to get a bit technical, but I want you to stick with me here. So ADHD is not just a brain issue, it's a brain-body connection issue. So we're talking about neurotransmitters like dopamine and norepinephrine. We're talking about gut health and inflammation, nutrient levels, genetics that affect how your body processes stimulants, B vitamins, and stress, and also even blood sugar and liver detox pathways. So if the brain is dysregulated, we need to look at what's actually happening on in the rest of the body too. So here's the most common root causes that I see in clients with ADHD. Number one is low dopamine or poor dopamine recycling, because dopamine is your focus neurotransmitter. So low dopamine can make it really, really hard to pay attention, stay motivated, or feel rewarded. And some people also have slow COMT genes, which makes dopamine stick around too long and cause mood swings and irritability. This is why genetic testing is super important. So the second would be poor methylation. So if you have the MTHFR or MTRR genes, this affects your ability to active B vitamins like B12 and folate, which are essential for neurotransmitter production. Third would be nutrient deficiencies. So I'm seeing low irons of magnesium, which is needed for calming and focus, zinc, which is important for dopamine and immunity, omegas, your B6, which is needed to convert amino acids to neurotransmitters. Fourth would be gut-brain axis balance. So the gut makes serotonin, dopamine, and GABA, and if there's any yeast or parasites or inflammation, it can directly affect the mood and focus. Many kids and adults with ADHD also have gut issues like constipation, loose stools, or picky eating. Five would be the blood sugar instability. So if blood sugar crashes throughout the day, it can mimic or worsen ADHD symptoms like irritability, restlessness, and brain fog. The sixth thing that I see would be an overstimulated nervous system, because many people with ADHD are stuck in fight or flight mode. The nervous system is dysregulated, which makes it that much harder to sit still, stay focused, and regulate emotions. So I know that all of that sounds like a lot, but you don't have to guess what the root cause is. Functional lab testing gives us the full picture of what your brain and body actually needs. So here is what I typically recommend when I'm working with people that are wanting to regulate the neurotransmitters and help with ADHD symptoms. The first one would be the organic acids test. This is a urine test that shows your dopamine, serotonin, and the norepinephrine markers. You have the B vitamin usage, you have gut imbalances like candida, you also have your oxalate and mitochondrial stress. Second would be the comprehensive blood work. This is going to be checking the iron, the zinc, the magnesium levels, blood sugar stability, your vitamin D, your thyroid. Like that's often overlooked in ADHD symptoms. Genetic testing is next. I use the raw form of data with Ancestry, and this is going to show your COMT. So you're going to be looking at your dopamine breakdown, your MAOA, that's your serotonin breakdown, MTHFR, MTR, MTRR, which is the methylation B12 cycling. There's so much more that we're going to be looking into with all of those. So these results can help us to understand your unique biochemistry so that we can create a protocol that supports your focus, your mood, and your brain function naturally. Based on the labs, here is what we typically bring in. So we're looking at bringing in magnesium to help with the calming and focus. You're looking at zinc if the levels are low, your B6, but a proper form that your body actually absorbs. We're looking at doing precursors to dopamine. We are looking at your GABA to help with emotional regulation, right? Sometimes taurine for nervous system and detox support. We're looking at targeted gut support if the oats shows yeast or any type of inflammation. But again, we wouldn't want to be guessing with these supplements either, and we would be tailoring each depending on what is best for your body and the results from your genetics to show what your body will actually absorb and use best. So we're not just grabbing supplements off the shelves, right? So, and of course, removing processed foods and artificial dyes and sugar can make a huge difference too. The more we reduce the burden on the nervous system, the more the brain can function at its best, okay? So I know that feels like a lot, but if you're looking for a natural approach for ADHD that does not rely on meds, it starts with understanding the root causes and giving the brain what it is missing. Your body absolutely has the tools, it just needs the right support. So if you are ready to explore how functional labs and personalized protocol can help you or your child, I'd love to walk you through it. You can book your free health assessment at the link at the bottom.